My name is Jackson. I will be opposing that students attending state-funded public institutions should get rid of tuition. So, to begin, if we get rid of tuition, tax rates would increase due to the responsibility of school funding shifting from the individual student to society itself. So, according to Vitania.org, 2019, proposed payment plans have included closing corporate tax loopholes, increasing tax rates on the wealthiest 5.1% in the U.S. So taxes would increase, and as for California, taxes being already 9.5% in the LA area, I don't think people want higher taxes, and the extra funding military receives from those taxes, which is $60 billion annually, could be used for school funding. Also, NPR, National Public Radio, said that the U.S. government public debt is now more than $22 trillion, and by paying tuition and student loans, it helps the economy. So with that, Richard Vedder is a retired professor of economics from Ohio University. Found a study along with Forbes Media in 2018 that states such as New York, Oregon, Tennessee have embraced the concept of free tuition for community college attendance. The newly New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy has enthusiastically embraced the idea, first prompted by conspicuous by Bernie Sanders, to be financed in New Jersey by raising taxes on affluent residents with a top rate on the income tax going to 10.75% from 8.9%, 8.9%. So, and also increasing sales tax. So again, if free tuition is being offered, the tax rate is going up, and so for my second claim, so it would devalue the worth of the diploma. So it would be easier to attain since more people would attend school, and when more people are infused in a system that is not used to accommodating them, bad things result. So, for example, we experienced that issue when changes to the healthcare system in the United States were implemented in 2010, with more patients qualifying for covered care. Wait times of medical clinics went from 1 week to 6 months overnight, and that lowered the quality of care available and made accessibility more difficult. So if colleges were to be free, this issue would likely occur within the educational realm as well. So more students would attend, but the quality of the education would decrease. And for my NC, the comparison between the United States and other countries, we are comparing ourselves to other countries. Just because they have free tuition doesn't mean we do. So why are we comparing ourselves to them? Like, we have the best military, we are not them. We're a different nation, and we make our own path. And according to the Etchinger report, German university enrollment rose by 22% as tuition disappeared. The Ministry of Education and Research reported that while the number of Germans who opt instead of vocational education has declined, the cost of taxpayers of subsidizing higher education went up by 37%. So, again, just taxes. Instead of getting rid of tuition, I think the U.S. Department of Education provides enough. So according to the U.S. News and World Report, through the financial aid and application process, colleges learn exactly how much each student can afford to pay and tailor their tuition accordingly. And as colleges have gone better at this process, they have been asking the relatively wealthy to pay higher sticker prices so that the less fortunate can receive increased financial aid. And the federal student aid offers grants and scholarships annually as well. With that going work study, Cal Grant, for those who live in California or attend school there. And they offer federal Pell Grants, they offer FSEO, which is the Federal Supplement Educational Opportunity, they offer Teach Grants. They even offer a grant where it's called the Iraq and Afghanistan Service Grant, which is available to those whose parents died, parent or guardian died, who was a member of the U.S. Armed Forces that died in a result of the Iraq or Afghanistan after the events of 9/11, and if you're not eligible for the Pell Grant. But since apparently this is not enough for some, more funding could be made for schools instead of having college tuition taken away. There are enormous amounts of scholarships available, especially with the accessibility our generation has with technology. And according to the Hetchinger report, again, the Republican nominee, Donald Trump, has called for a plan under which repayments of student loans would be capped at 12.5% of the borrower's income, and debt could be forgiven altogether after 15 years. So we should keep tuition within public institutions.